Morning. 25th of September 2021. I am the soul pole. You are the soul pole. We are the soul pole. Together as a collective. Without you this doesn't work. So concentrate on your cards. Spirit don't have the same concept of time as we do. In fact, they have no concept of time. Overology for today, Spirit, please. Astro DJ is giving me the line, well, I don't know if it's the title or not. This is my moment. Got the melody, so I shall find it and post it in the comments as usual. Today's card is the Chariot, sign of Cancer. Fourth house. It's about the womb, the ancestors, the breasts, mother energy. It's about vehicles, momentum, travel, control. So I mention everything in each card, and one or all of them may mean something to you. The event mentioned maybe before lunch. Wherever you are. So there we are. Today, problems with vehicles. Expect parking tickets, speeding fines, etc. If you're wanting to connect with somebody in spirit, it may be someone that passed in collision, car crash. It's ambulances, fire engines, etc. No apologies. Hell will freeze over before someone apologises. So this looks like a control issue. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cusper. Could involve someone 1966 plus or minus 12 February to February. Could involve someone in uniform or of a darker complexion. Sometimes I get this for the man with a limp. So it's an old injury to the leg of some sort. Then we've got legacies. 8 years working towards something to provide a legacy for the children. But the children aren't grateful. Can you see his face there? Not happy. Because you sling money at them instead of time. So it's putting the effort in, really, in whatever you do. And this gentleman, there's no doubt that he works hard. but he hasn't put the effort in elsewhere. Someone is refusing to accept something, either because they can't handle anymore, or they're in denial. Sometimes it's just pure boredom. Somebody's bored as hell. And strangely, this one has a little crab in the cup. So again, the Cancer is mentioned. Impatience, not wanting to wait. Divine timing maybe at work. You can't rush these things. No going back. So the 2 is looking away from the 3. He's taken that staff and he's going to look forwards, not back. The past is over. The future is left to be seen. But the options are narrowing. So maybe somebody's refusing to be an option. 7 months. Confusion. Juggling. You have to free yourself from this mental prison. It's funny because there's no other major arcanas, which means this is an internal problem. You can use that sword, those ropes aren't knotted, and cut yourself free. Or just stand up and they'll drop off. But in your mind, you're a prisoner. So until you free your mind, you cannot free yourself. 8 weeks. There it is again, like bookends. Until you free your mind, you cannot free yourself. You're just not seeing things. That mole means that you are either refusing to see or unable to see. And you've said yes far too many times. And it may be with children. You haven't put your boundaries in place. So now either you or someone else is playing the victim or the martyr to get what they want. So doing everything, and people are letting them because they think they'll get better thought on. In actual fact, they won't. You need to see things from a different angle. Stop sacrificing yourself for ungrateful people. There'll be issues with the feet and toes, possibly. But this is a karmic situation where there are secrets and hidden enemies. Those born on the 12th, living or past it, for your diary and address. Massively important. But you need to come off that cross and start saying no when you mean it and yes when you mean it. Don't let people manipulate you. Pisces energy, so 12th house issues. That's the gypsy cards for the handsome stranger coming into your life, or fire sign child. And a new beginning. Spirit giving you the gift of a new home, a new life, new stability, finances, whatever it is, new business, will pay off within a year. Perhaps a proposal. 2 3s there, and unfortunately we've got the 3 of swords. So something is coming between you and what you want. Heartache, sorrow, loss, separation, minor surgery. Perhaps somebody's having to work away, or in different continents or countries even. Again, the elephant never forgets its mother energy. No movement forwards because you're frightened of those blades, and in actual fact there's plenty of room for you to get through those blades, but they're making you feel like you can't. So, stuck in a rut, repeating bad habits, old habits, and it's causing either the mother energy or a water sign female, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, to be over emotional. For some, this is a female that drinks. Somebody who's not in control, again where we started, of their emotions, or not in control of the situation. And it stinks. So it's time to stand up for yourself. Stop letting people walk all over you. And there it is again. You've got the Seven of Swords. That was the first card I saw, and I thought, oh no, not again. But that is the equivalent to if they come for your chickens and you let them, they'll come back for your sheep, which is that one, playing the martyr or the victim. You've allowed somebody to take the mick, basically, and now they're going to keep doing it until you put your foot down. So far we have Pisces energy. It's the only thing that's mentioned. The muck of the swamp. Number 12. Secrets, hidden enemies. The house of the prisoner. So somebody may be in actual prison. Now we have the 14, which is patience, which you haven't got much of. You have to learn patience. You've learned a lot of hard lessons if you receive this card in the upright. Overcome addictions, perhaps. There are 2 snakes mentioned in this, or possibly dragons. They're both slightly different. So, those born 1965 and those born 1988, plus or minus 12, February to February, may be involved somewhere, times 2. This is about having the patience to see things through, even if they are hard. It's Sagittarius energy, and the number 14. Living or past it for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. It's about the hips and thighs. You need to rest now. For a little while, not long though. 4 weeks. Recoup your energies. There's been a lot of battles. Someone's got you pinned down. A man of action. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But a nest of vipers there, so be careful. There's born 1965 again. Plus or minus 12, February to February. This man is usually funny and fearful, and he is a man of action. If you're a male especially, you need to take action now. Then we have the King of Cups. So 2 people of equal positivity in their own element. It could be 2 parts of the same man. Fire and water, which is quite steamy. It could be not necessarily both men. It should be in a private read, but this is a general read. So it could be two people of whatever gender, of equal standing. They are equals. This is unconditional love. Can be a father figure, someone who loves you without any strings attached. It can also be same-sex relationships. One's a man of action, one's very loving and caring. Unfortunately, there's a one-night stand mentioned here. Somebody with no commitment. The fox in the hen house again. It's somebody that starts things but doesn't finish them and leaves you feeling abandoned. And there it is again. So you are a mirror. Basically, what you accept is what you get. So you have to show the world what you want, what you are prepared to give, what you want. So don't expect somebody to be faithful to you if you're not faithful to them. Don't expect somebody to be funny if you're not. Well, not funny, but if you haven't got any fun inside of you, you're a mirror. You're mirroring back to yourself. Something here is dead in the water because there's a water burial. I don't know what they called it in, that looks like Egypt. So what you give out is what you'll get back. Don't play the martyr or the victim because it will not work for you. Somebody is taking advantage of you. There's no two ways about it. Or you them. So it's time to put boundaries in place. The 12 is massively important. Living all past it for your diary and address. Yeah, violent arguments. These can get very violent. So you need to walk away. Be the bigger person. Don't get involved in these sort of arguments. These are the people that enjoy arguments. Probably because you're standing up for yourself. If you stand up for yourself and say no once, they're not going to like it. So you have to be prepared to have somewhere to walk away to. Just don't get involved, but stand up for yourself if you do have to get involved. Yeah. Ask friends for help. It's somebody who likes stirring the pot, but there will be no winners, even if they think they've won, and everyone will regret these arguments. There we are. Again, patience. Spirit has given us it 3 times now. You have to be patient. Stand up for yourself. It's not going to be easy. Don't back down because you're not protected here. Someone is not thinking clearly. Someone is not getting this right advice. There is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius man, and this way up, well, it's not very nice. It is an enemy, but the enemy could be yourself. Rapid communication, possibly. No clear thinking. Oh, for God's sake. There it is again. Like we've already said, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. somebody is not grateful for what you do, they'll keep coming and taking and taking and taking until you put your foot down. Give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Give them your chickens, they'll come back for your sheep. They're just unbelievable. But there is a question of loyalty here, or so you believe. Children. A tower. Somebody's building ivory towers. Be careful what you wish for. You might just get it and then not want it. That ivory tower may become your prison. You need to go with your heart. There it is, that unconditional love and a new beginning, but somebody's refusing to accept it. It's there, just waiting for you to have, as long as you accept it. Spirit are giving you it. But they can't force a horse to drink. Snake in the grass. We've been talking about snakes. I was born 1965, plus or minus 12, February to February, so be alert, be aware, because it might be the last person you think of. There's a communication coming, possibly on the 27th. Positive communication, positive news, documents, paperwork. But someone is wearing a mask. Could be a mother energy. It is someone who is strong, but may be controlling, which is the problem, isn't it? And then we have the lily, purity, harmony. Somebody maybe wants to keep the peace, trying to be patient, releasing themselves. Something beautiful. Harmony, sexuality, purity, virtue, status, legacy and regal. We started off with the legacy, didn't we? So remember, that's what it's about, this legacy. Then we've got a heavy burden, possibly religion, upbringing. Somebody attached to this burden, whatever it is. So refusing to see that they're being used because their burden does not appreciate them the way they appreciate. So you may be taking on a burden that really you shouldn't be. Especially, so for one scenario, we could go back to the two kings there. Same-sex relationship. The mother energy not happy. Saying that you're disloyal, that you need to be loyal to her because you're religious or your faith doesn't believe in that. And it's becoming a heavy burden. If that's you, because I don't want to see this hanged man again. Somebody who feels that they are trapped and there's only one way out. That's not true. Because any God, any faith, any religion that does not allow you to love is wrong. My view. The only thing that Spirit believes in is love. Love is pure. Doesn't matter whether others see it as wrong. If there's love involved, it's pure. And that's the only true part of faith that you should remember. Because love is everything. Let the tower fall. Because a mother that doesn't love her child unconditionally, you don't want in your life. And that may be a hard lesson for some of you, and I might lose some followers because of that. But trust me, a mother that loves her child unconditionally will forgive them anything. So, seriousness out the way. And there we are, Libra. Balance. 7th house, number 19. Marriage. The lines in the marital home. So, there it is. Somebody sitting on the fence, refusing to make a decision. All my life, my heart has yearned for something I cannot name. The name Andre or Andrew may be important. Don't try doing this alone. Linking up with a partner will serve you best. Libra is a sign of balance, charm and beauty. Librans are notorious for their wit, ability to weigh and judge, as well as their appreciation for the beautiful things in life. They adore collecting striking things, that means objects and people. Librans are aesthetics with a love of art and literature. They can at times be showy and vainglorious. Librans are known for changing their mind and opinions. What is true one day may not be true the next, because they are so balanced they see all sides of every issue. But they tend to vacillate and have trouble coming to a final decision. But if you don't decide, Spirit will decide for you, and you won't like the outcome, I'm afraid, because your options are narrowing. They will float along waiting for matters to resolve on their own without pushing as hard as they need to. Librans make outstanding judges and negotiators, and they can be agreeable but sometimes agree to things they don't want, sacrificing what they truly feel and think just to get along, to keep the peace. So, if you want to keep the peace, you'll be stuck on that cross forever. There is also the sarcastic Librans, whose love to test the wit against others. Their quick-witted retorts are filled with sarcasm and sharp accuracy. John Lennon and Oscar Wilde were examples, so the name John and Oscar could be important, of the acerbic wit that Librans are so famous for. They also love playing devil's advocate, peculiar, since this is the sign of balance and peace. Libra rules the 7th house of partners and marriage. And those ruled by this sign do best in partnerships. But it can be a sign of codependency, which is what we have here. And many will pair up at the drop of a hat and live to regret it. Libra is a sign of lovers and romance. Although Libra is a masculine sign, Libran men understand women better than any other sign. When the Libra card turns up, it indicates you are riding the fence over something and need to make a decision soon. What did I say? If you do not make your decision, it will be made for you. And the potential for you not liking the ending is high if you do not act and decide soon. This is a favourable card for romance, and relationships indicates a time where relationships are turning happier and more content. Right now, everything must be fair and balanced. It must be seen to be fair. It's important not to sacrifice your own feelings or desires simply because you hope to avoid a conflict. It will feel as if you're stuck in the middle. Courtrooms, law and fairness should play into this matter. If you're involved in a court case, I don't see that happening yet. The enforcement of rules may apply. Legal documents will not only figure in, yes, they will bring you benefits, especially benefits shared between you and a partner. This card can represent an impending marriage or engagement. Relationships are about to move up a level. I don't see that because somebody's refusing to accept something. Happiness is only achieved when you pool your resources with a person who mirrors, what did I say about the mirrors? Your own ideals and beliefs. You're equal. All matters worked on within sincere and equal partnerships will prove to be successful, but not, I'm afraid, in those that are equal. So partnerships, a wedding, marital bliss, heart blessings, balance, seeing the danger and going to extremes, weighing up both sides to come to the best conclusion. Seesawing back and forth. Staying in the middle, fence riding. Meditation, artworks, galleries, museums, places of live music, not wanting conflict, being agreeable, playing along, keeping yourself in check, law enforcement, courts, attorneys and judges, bringing peace and acting as peacemaker. Signing contracts, cosmetics, perfumes, fashion, hair salons, beauty, not seeing the value in something unless it is beautiful or material value. Having a perfect eye and impeccable taste, creating something with great form and beauty, living the life of an artist, using wit, choosing a more laid-back approach, letting things take care of themselves. There's a merge in here, a choice, romance, alliance, mutual support, and someone must come to a decision. And there it is again. The second time. Somebody has shut themselves off completely. For some reason. And Spirit are worried about you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart cracked open, and you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through the hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. So the heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies. So again, like we said about the same-sex relationship, maybe you have to let go of mother to become the person you want to be. It doesn't mean that you'll never speak again. It just means, for now, they have to go. Whenever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now, and instead of cursing that difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. And now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like the tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that mother has you, possibly a mother in spirit, cradled in her arms. The sea may not be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held, and one day not too far from today, you will look back at this transformation and be blown away by the poetry of your life, because everything's going to be okay. So remember that. They've said it twice in the last couple of days, so it's important. So celebrate. It is time for you to look for the joy and delight and wonder in every day and rejoice in it. When we celebrate the passing events and transitions of life, it is our way of giving thanks to the angels, and the angels delight with us. Whenever possible, celebrate with others, for then great energy is raised, which attracts many angels drawn by the laughter and lightness to add to their blessings. It will bond you happily with others. Angel wisdoms remind you to celebrate and honour all things large and small in your life. Find something to celebrate now. Your life should be a celebration. Thanks for listening.